So I've been a Robinhood dividend investor for a long time now. This is my portfolio on the side, and right now it's paying me $500 every single month. And just the other day, I was about to buy some more stocks, and then I figured out something pretty terrible with Robinhood, and I'm surprised that it took me this long to see. But look at how wrong these numbers are. For example, the dividend yield of a stock called AbbVie is 4.28% according to Robinhood. In reality, however, the dividend yield is actually 6.72%, which is 2.4% less than what it's supposed to be. Another one, Emerson Electric, that is 2.53%, and that is wrong because the real dividend yield is 3.43%. That's nearly 1% less than what it's supposed to be. And that's just a few of the examples from my portfolio alone that I have found several dozens worth of stocks that are completely wrong by several percentage points, which begs the question, is this how Robinhood makes money by paying dividend investors less than what they're supposed to? Hey guys, my name is Andrei Jikh. Hope you had a great week, and in today's video we're going to explore exactly how wrong Robinhood is with its dividend yields, and we're also going to explore, just like any beginner would, if you're starting to invest and you want to learn more about stock market investing, we're going to talk about dividend yields, because I get a lot of those questions like, Andrei, how do you know when a company pays a dividend, and how often, and how do you calculate it, where do you find it? This is so confusing, I give up. But fear not, these are some of the questions I had when I first started as well. And we're going to explore why this stuff is important, how to find it, how to calculate it. We're going to do all that and a bag of chips. We're not going to use Robinhood to do it because their data is absolutely wrong. So having said that, let's dive right in. Now, if you don't know what a dividend yield is, it's a pretty important metric to determine just how much a company is going to pay the investors per year for holding on to the stock. It's a pretty cool thing. So I'll show you an example from my portfolio. If I open up Robinhood, I'll show you guys that one of my largest holdings is Apple. I have 32 shares worth $6,470. Pretty neat. That's a lot of Apple watches, which I still don't have. And speaking of watches, this guy I got from AliExpress for $10, but you get what you pay for because it doesn't even work anymore. But I love wearing watches where you just look at someone's wrist and you're like, what the hell is that? It doesn't even look like a watch, because I'm actually frugal and I'm not about to spend 20 grand on a watch. I'm just kidding. Graham can afford his $20,000 watch. But having said that, if I wanted to figure out how much would that $6,470 pay me per year, we would use that dividend yield. So think of it this way. In the case of Apple, according to Robinhood, it pays us 1.2% dividend yield. That means, and think about it this way, for every $100 we invest into Apple, we would get per year $1.20, right? That's how it works. Another example is Disney. So in Disney's case, they pay 1.44%. according to Robinhood. That means for every $100 we would put into Disney, that per year would be $1.44, right? That's just how it works, and that's how I think of dividend yields, and they're very important to calculate. When I found out just how wrong Robinhood is when reporting their dividend yields, and by the way, the dividend yields I just told you guys about are wrong. They're not very off, but they're pretty off. And I thought to myself, wait, is this how Robinhood actually makes its money? It's just like underpays its investors? I was so upset because I thought this is just what they're doing. It's shady. But actually, thank God that is not how they do anything. They actually have no choice over what to pay the people who are using their platform. They have no choice. It's only a cosmetic issue, and it's not up to them to decide how much gets paid out. The number that actually gets paid out to investors is 100% accurate, and thank God. I was about to lose it. And if you want to know what the real dividend yield is before buying a company, which you absolutely should, I would not use Robinhood to look at my stock inspiration purchases. Andrei, what do you think of stock LOL? It yields 18%. hey, I'm kind of making fun of myself because these are questions I had when I first started too. And I really try to answer every one of your guys' comments and questions. So feel free to leave a question down below and I'll try my best to answer it. So here's 3 real methods you guys can use to figure out how much a stock pays you on your own. And you need to know 2 things. The first is the stock price, which is easy. You just need to know what it's worth. You guys can Google this or look at it at your brokerage. And the second thing you need to know is the dividend yield, which your brokerage will also tell you. Once you guys know those 2 things, we're gonna smash these 2 ingredients together and make sense of them. Just visualize and picture this. This is the ingredients. This one is the stock price. This one is the dividend yield. We're going to mix it up into a perfect harmony and we're going to shuffle them together to get the answer for how much a stock pays us. That was a total stretch. That has nothing to do with investing. I don't know why I did that. Maybe I just like showing off sometimes and I should do more cardistry on my channel. Whew. Never mind. So method number 1 is you're going to smash the like button, and that's not at all the method, but it does help me feel loved, liked, and feeded. So anyway, you're gonna multiply those 2 numbers together, the dividend yield and the price. So let's take a look at Disney. That's example number 1. Disney's share price is $132.90, and the dividend yield is 1.44%. Not, this suit is black, not, Borat. All right, so the actual dividend yield is 1.32%. So multiply that number by the dividend yield and we get $1.75. So on average, Disney is gonna pay us $1.75 per year per share. Now let's take a look at an example number 2, Apple. Pen, pineapple, apple, pen. So here we go. The share price is $208.97 and the dividend yield is 1.52% and not 1.2% like Robinhood tells us. So you get roughly $3.17 per share per year. Now, regardless of what final number you guys get, you're gonna have to do one more final step, and that is to divide that number by the amount of times that a certain company pays the dividends. So however many times it chooses to pay the dividend, that's how many times you divide that number by. So in Apple's example, they pay quarterly. Quarterly is 4 times a year. So you would take that $3.17 and you divide it by 4. And that's how many times you will get paid each time throughout the year. In Disney's example, they pay semi-annually, which means twice a year. So you take that $1.75 divided by 2, and that's how many times you're gonna get paid and just exactly how much. So that is method number 1, using some simple basic math that anyone can do. And the second method we're gonna be taking a look at is Dividend.com. So go there right now and look up the ticker symbol, enter it, and it's gonna give you a whole lot of information, including the dividend yield, whether or not a company pays its dividend, how often, just how much, and a whole lot more. Definitely use it. It's a great resource that I use all the time. And the third method is, of course, an automated process by way of spreadsheets. Now, I personally use Apple numbers, but you guys can use Google spreadsheets or even Microsoft Excel spreadsheets. I don't use Microsoft Excel because it's very complicated and it's inconsistent data in real time. I don't like it, I don't use it, but I have left a link in the description below if you guys want to copy and use my own spreadsheet, and you guys can use your own if it's automated. That'll also give you all of that info automatically. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you understand what a dividend yield is now, how to use it, how to make sense of it, and I know it's a very basic piece of video that maybe you guys already knew about, but one step at a time, we grow together. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Monday. Love you all. See you soon. Peace out. So Webull is doing another promotion. If you guys can sign 8 people up, you will get a free Nintendo Switch. And if you're in the top 5, you'll get a free MacBook Air, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I already have a Switch. I'm actually playing Skyrim right now. It's right here. I was playing it earlier. I think it's a disease, and I also think that it is contagious. So let's open up some free stocks from Webull. Apparently, I still have some to open. Link in the description below where you guys can find out more. And let's see what we get. Eric. Who's Eric? Is it trying to tell me something? Wow. So guys, I am chairman of the board of Teva and Eric. See you soon.